What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Saved by the Code. And what a boring week for crypto. It's just price-wise boring. But if you look past the price, you'll see how much incredible, amazing things are going on in the crypto world globally, not just in the United States, but all around the world. If you just look past the price and you see what's actually going on, your mind will be at ease. And yeah, I will be the first one to tell you that yes, this bull market has been the worst one ever. It's so boring, even though, we're kind of spoiled now. Because, I mean, it did deliver to us a $100,000 Bitcoin, the coveted $100,000 Bitcoin, which was freaking awesome, but that's gone. And we move fast. Everybody's just like forgets about things in like a day or two. And now it's just like these price levels 108,000, 110,000 are low. It's like, but it's just how it has been. It's so boring. I'm not used to this. If you've been through multiple cycles, I'm used to Bitcoin just ripping for like 8 weeks straight and just like then crazy crash and then blam bam. It's just like so much quicker and faster, but then it falls a lot faster. This one is a slow grind up, and it's boring. It is, but not unless you look past the price. And that's just how it is this time around. I believe the things that are causing that is because of how much larger Bitcoin's market cap is. We're in the trillions now. Okay, that is a massive number. That is 1,000 billions. It's a million millions. It's a lot of freaking money. So to move the price now takes a lot more money. But it's annoying though, because it just seems like we go down a lot. You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's so annoying when it's just like blasts up and then it just like goes up and then goes up, and then it just goes sideways for like 2-3 months. So annoying, but everything is fine if you just look past the price. But you're gonna see articles like this, these doom and gloom articles. Bitcoin set for more losses as signs nightmare bear cycle emerge. It's a nightmare bear cycle, and it's emerging right before our eyes. Oh gosh, it's lost the 50-day EMA. We're seeing a double top. Is it over? Oh, you're gonna see all these articles all around, and yes, it's printing some patterns that have been similar to what happened in 2021, where we did get a double top, and the price crashed a lot. And this does tend to actually ring true, this double top theory in technical analysis. And I forgot to say by the code, we're bringing you the juice. We got the best juice. All right, sorry, I had to say my juice thing. Man, I forgot about the juice. But yeah, anyways, back to this double top thing. It does seem to happen quite often, where we see these runs up at all-time highs, and then it drops, and then it goes back up to that previous all-time high, and then it drops. So that's a double top on a price chart. When you see two top, an asset tries to break an all-time high 2 times, but it fails to. And so we're kind of seeing this. We are seeing this, which just happened with Bitcoin. It went up to 123,000, and then it dropped, and then it went up to 124,000 in mid-August, and now it's dropping. Now it's all the way down to $108,000, $109,000, and people are saying this is it. This is the bear market. We're going down. This is it. Blah 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 blah. You hear it so much, and we've already gotten a double top back in. I want to say. Let me pull up my trading view here. We had one in December and January, so it topped at 107,000 in December and then 107,000 in January. And yes, we saw a significant price drop down to $75,000 after that double top formation. So, but then we rocketed up to 124,000. So it's just, like I said, it does correlate with price drops after you see a double top. And we're seeing that right now. We double topped at 123, 124,000. Okay. And now we're seeing these price drop down to 108. Will we go down further? La da da. Is the uptrend? The uptrend is still fine. We're still in a bull market. This is actually very normal and is significantly less intense as previous bull markets. I mean, this is a 10-15% drop as opposed to, the 30, 40, 50% drops in bull markets and past bull markets. Like literally we get mid bull market, it'll drop 40%. And that was like normal. It's like, oh, that's Bitcoin. I mean, now a 40% drop would be a lot more concerning, I would say. I mean, if Bitcoin literally dropped to like $60,000, that would be very concerning. Because things are different now. I hate that saying. I don't know why people say in investing that's the most dangerous thing you could say is it's different this time around. Well, it really is. But I have a hard time believing that this is the end of the bull market, given how many incredible things are going on within not just Bitcoin, but just cryptocurrency as a whole, globally, not just in the US, but it was kicked off, love him or hate him, by Donnie T, Donald Trump. If it wasn't for him getting in office, none of this would be happening. All these these treasury companies and the acceptance of cryptocurrencies all around the world, how countries are buying it to stockpile, it wouldn't be happening. Anyways, but you can see on a chart many times there's like double tops. Like back in March 24, after the ETF got approved, we like tried to go over 72,000 like 3 or 4 times, and it just like went like sideways down. So if you don't blast past all-time highs, yes, this is very indicative that you're gonna see some negative price action happening here. So that's what we're experiencing right now. Everything else is like there are no indicators saying that we're at the top of the bull run at all. There's many that are saying that we aren't, but there are a few that are saying we are. There's more that are saying that we aren't than they're saying that we are going into a bear market. So if that helps at all, but yeah, so I mean, you're just gonna see so many articles. Bitcoin's going down. It's going down. We're screwed. Bull market's over. Bear market's here. It happens every single time we have any sort of significant price drop in Bitcoin. This will reverse whenever Bitcoin comes back. And weekend trading always sucks. It always sucks. Low volume. The price just blah. Like, so I don't think we'll see any moves until maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. I mean, that's a holiday, but Monday is when we'll see moves upward. But I mean, I think Bitcoin's price chart looks great. You could just look at it. It just is a slow grind up from the lows in December 22, January 23, 15,000. We're at 108,000. My God. Like, you literally got like a 10x if you would have bought the all-time low, but I mean, not the all-time low, but who does that? No one does. But man, if you bought at $20,000, $30,000, you're sitting pretty. It's almost a 5x on your money. That's like nothing in crypto, but that's where we are if you're buying Bitcoin. It's a much more secure, steady asset that is, as more money, as the market cap gets bigger, it's not going to be as volatile. That's just how it works. Because it's harder, you need a lot more money to move the market. And there are theories out there as to why we're seeing this negative price action. This Bitcoin whale has been selling a lot of Bitcoin that has been holding since like 2011 or something. And they had like 200,000 Bitcoin. So last week they sold 25,000 or 24,000 Bitcoin. This week, 25,000 Bitcoin. No big deal, just 25,000 Bitcoin. I mean, the guy's taking profit, but some of it is being moved into Ethereum, which I stated in my last video. This is how the crypto market works as well. We start in Bitcoin. Bitcoin gets, everybody's like, oh, Bitcoin, everything's Bitcoin. All money's going into Bitcoin. Then it slowly rotates into Ethereum. That's what we're seeing right now. We're transitioning into Ethereum. We may already be like there because you see how many inflows into Ethereum ETFs are outpacing Bitcoin by a long shot right now. So it's just shifting into Ethereum. And that's like even this whale here is selling Bitcoin for Ethereum. The ETF inflows, all these things are pointing to I mean, people are on Wall Street are like, so they're like, oh, Ethereum is the best. It's gonna be the new Bitcoin. We've heard that a billion times before too, which will never happen. But anyways, we're shifting into Ethereum now. Okay, Ethereum's the best. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, everyone buy Ethereum. Bitcoin's it's out. You know, it happens every single bull market, every time. And then people are like, oh, Ethereum, but what about these other altcoins? Solana, what about Sui, Cardano, XRP, blah, blah, blah. And they're better. They're better than Ethereum. They're quicker. They're faster. This and that. We can make more money. You know, every single bull market this happens. Okay, go Ethereum into altcoins. People make a bunch of money. People lose a ton of money. More people lose a ton of money in altcoins. Get burned, but whatever happens, everybody always comes back to Bitcoin. So it's just a circular thing that happens every single bull market. So these moves into Ethereum are probably good, actually. I would recommend it. And then we'll see Ethereum blow up, probably over $10,000. And then that'll flow into altcoins, and altcoins will go nuts. And I think that's what we're going to see happening over the course of the next couple months into Christmas. I think we're going to see a crazy holiday rally around cryptos. It's just what happens. I mean, if people are, you know, in that holiday spirit, yeah, everything's good, let's buy some crypto, you know, we're in our houses, it's cold, everybody's trading. You know, during the summer, a lot of big players are just like out vacationing and no one wants to trade, it's nice weather, whatever. So summers are typically not super bullish. But this part of the year, September going into October, November, December are really bullish months typically. So I think we'll see that happening. But yeah, that's how the crypto markets work. It flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum into altcoins and then back to Bitcoin. Happens every single time. This won't be any different. This is how humans work. It's just we repeat, repeat, repeat. History literally rhymes. We never learn and just do the same things over and over and over again. But yeah, so yeah, we're just floundering sideways. Boring crypto market, sideways down. But as you'll see with these stories, I'm going to go over the things that are happening globally in crypto are incredible. I mean, if you would have said these things were going to happen back in 2017, I would have totally believed you. I foresaw all this stuff happening long before it did. However, it would have just been caused the prices to go insane, but now they caused the price to go down. It's just crazy how used to it we are now. A company what? Bought $1 billion in Bitcoin? Psh, whatever. Next story, like boring. But yeah, nothing to be worried about. We are still in an uptrend. And like I said, you'll see why that is as I go through these stories here in this episode. So, we got the U.S. government, I kind of touched on this in the last episode, posting economic data onto blockchains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, multiple different blockchains, on immutable blockchains that cannot be changed or altered by anybody. They're posting the economic data on there. So it's just like cementing this information forever on a blockchain. It's so awesome that this is happening. And it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for who's in office right now. But anyways, here's a quote here. We are making America's economic truth immutable and globally accessible like never before, cementing our role as the blockchain capital of the world. Oh man, that is incredible. Love to see it. So yeah, they just posted the GDP, gross domestic product, on these multiple blockchains, which a blockchain, by definition, is a database of information that cannot be changed, which is what immutable means. And so this information will be on there forever for future generations to see. And I love it. It's incredible to see this, how it's being used in this way. Blockchains are so good at this, storing information that you don't want to change. And it can't be changed going forward, which is a pillar of, or a definition of a good blockchain, is that it's unchangeable. But yeah, I love seeing this use case of blockchain in the real world, and I'm sure more and more countries will follow suit. We're just leading the charge here. The United States is totally leading the charge. Before this administration got in, it was just lawfare, get crypto out of here, screw you. They ran so much business out of here. It was disgusting. The SEC was just illegally going after all these crypto companies, debanking them. It was just disgusting. And now we get this guy in, and it's just like, let the floodgates open. And so, I mean, this is incredible. Literally, the government, U.S. government, is using blockchains to store data on, and we are leading the charge here globally, and other countries are going to follow suit. It's just a matter of time. So, I mean, it's not just like trading now. It's these use cases of actual real world use cases that are being implemented that will affect the price indirectly. So I mean, this is just so you can't even find like a bad story about crypto right now, except for the price. That's literally it. It's just like price articles are going to be the negative ones. We're going to zero. It's a bear market. Oh my god. Blah blah blah. This and that. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is just putting data on blockchains, which is just wild. That is incredible. And then you'll see stories like this. Dutch crypto firm Amdax targets 1% Bitcoin supply with a $23 million Treasury launch. They eventually want to accumulate 1% of the Bitcoin supply. It's just things like this. Who the hell is Amdax? Amdax, some Dutch crypto firm, wants to accumulate 1% of all Bitcoin. I mean, that's just one out of so many. Then you see here, I got another one for you here. We got a Japanese nail salon wants to invest billions into Bitcoin Treasury strategy. Apparently, they're pretty big in Tokyo. Convano Inc., a Tokyo-listed nail salon operator, wants to buy a lot of Bitcoin. They want to acquire 2,000 by the end of 2025, 10,000 by August 26, and 21,000 Bitcoin by March 2027. Yeah, we got a nail salon. We got a Dutch company. Like, Bitcoin's fine. Price going up, okay? We're all good. There's some selling pressure going on. Big whales selling for Ethereum. I'm sure there's some manipulation going on by BlackRock. This is how it goes every time. And this is how they shake people out of the market. You know, the people that bought at like 120,000. It's always typical investor buys high, they sell low. They lose money. Okay? And these are the methods that big players will use to take your Bitcoin from you. And I'm sure a lot of people have sold, scared out of their minds. Bitcoin's going. They believe these articles. Oh my God, they entered a trade, a leverage trade, and just got screwed. Whatever. But you just see things like this, and it just reminds you that everything is just fine. Everything's fine. So much. Japanese Bitcoin Treasury, Metaplanet, is going to raise $880 million to buy more Bitcoin. French semiconductor company Sequans Communication filed for a $200 million equity offering to buy Bitcoin. Michael Saylor's still buying Bitcoin. So why aren't we $500,000, you would ask, right? Right? Well, there's obviously more sellers than buyers right now. And there's a lot of sell pressure. You know, old wallets. This also, where is that? A lot of this sell pressure right now is from old wallets, like I mentioned in the article here in the beginning. These old whales that have been holding since like 2011 are selling their Bitcoin and taking profits because they're sitting on billions and billions of dollars, taking profits, moving it elsewhere, whatever. Okay, that's fine. My gosh, they held for 13, 14 years. I don't know how, but I don't sell. Like, you know, it's expected. So it is. A large amount of early adopters hold a large amount of the Bitcoin, but you can see on this chart, if you're not looking at the screen, it's being redistributed to smaller holders. So we're going from the people that hold like 10,000, 100,000 Bitcoin down to the ones, 10, 100 Bitcoins, just being a lot more is being redistributed at these price levels. So that is a big part as to what's happening right now as the price, blows up and then just goes sideways down. These big whales that hold 100,000 Bitcoin that can sell 20,000 at a time, that'll move the market a little bit. This whale sold 50,000 Bitcoin in the last 2 weeks. That's a lot of Bitcoin, man. But there's a lot of buying going on too. But obviously not enough. And it will. It will. Bull market's still intact. I believe we're going to have a prolonged bull market past 2027, 2028, into 2030. I predict $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. Call me crazy. I think it is. I think that's not soon enough. I think it'll happen even earlier, but gotta be a little conservative, I guess. All right, we got some Dogecoin treasury firms, and this kind of goes on the theme of capital rotating from Bitcoin into Ethereum into altcoins. Dogecoin is an altcoin. It's what's called a meme coin. It's just a joke. It literally has no purpose other than being a joke. It's like a picture of a dog. But yeah, there's Dogecoin treasury companies are popping up, and apparently it's Elon Musk's lawyer is heading this venture. Says here, in a significant development for Dogecoin, major investors are set to enter the public market with the support of Elon Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro. They're raising $200 million to buy and hold Dogecoin as a reserve asset. So, yeah, we got Dogecoin treasury companies. Like, crazy. I mean, this stuff all eventually, indirectly, will raise Bitcoin prices. I mean, all crypto prices will go up, like, at the same time. So, they'll all go up. Bitcoin won't as much as like Dogecoin because it has a higher market cap, but then this money eventually flows back to Bitcoin. It's just these cycles. Because we started, everybody was the Bitcoin treasury companies. Now we got Ethereum treasury companies. The Ethereum ETF's blowing up. Now we're gonna have Solana treasury, Dogecoin treasury, Sui treasury, all these altcoin treasury companies. And it's just amazing to see how this is actually happening now. Yeah, so we got Elon Musk's lawyer to lead a $200 million Dogecoin treasury firm. That's hilarious. You would have ever thought that we'd see the day. We got another one here, another altcoin. Canadian firm Luxfolio plans $73 million raise to expand Litecoin treasury strategy. Litecoin is an altcoin. Altcoins are just cryptos other than Bitcoin. A Litecoin treasury company. We got this next one here. Are raising money to get an XRP treasury company. So we got capital flowing from Bitcoin to Ethereum to altcoins, and it'll go back to Bitcoin. Happens every cycle, but so we got Litecoin. All these altcoin treasury companies have been popping up, and they will continue to. But this is just showing how global this is. I mean, we got Japan, Canada, so many other companies. Bhutan mines Bitcoin. The Philippines just proposed a bill to buy Bitcoin. Like, it's this global effort to just pour as much money into crypto as possible. And we aren't going to see the real effects of that. I think it's going to happen in the next couple months. It just takes time for these things to just really happen and take effect. So I think we'll see, going into 2026, we're going to see, I think 2026 is going to be a crazy bullish year for crypto. All these regulations, the effects that the new presidency is having on people in the world. It's just like we're in this crazy transition phase from Bitcoin. It's just been growing so much, but now it's like, okay, this was the first year where we had an actual crypto president, and all this real world adoption and use cases really happening. So this is the first year where it's like, whoa, okay, crypto is here. It is here. Not anymore oh, here we're going to get there, this and that. It's here, we're there. This is the first year of it. So that's why I think next year, 2027, 2028, this elongated bull market is going to happen, and we're just going to continue going up. So nothing to worry about, folks. This is why I'm saying, if you just look around, look past the price, you will see how many incredible things are going on within the crypto space. I mean, how couldn't you be bullish? I don't know how you could not be bullish, unless you look at a chart and then you just don't zoom out either. Which is what a lot of people do. They literally just oh, Bitcoin price down, oh no, we go to zero, blah, and they just don't even know what's happening. Oh man, that is the majority of people. Most people do that. I like this article. We got Eric Trump. The whole Trump, the whole family's in on crypto because they got debanked. Banks hate them. They won't give them they screw them. But they're heavily invested into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And Eric Trump was at this Bitcoin Asia conference, and that he said that Bitcoin marks the first time finance has no disparity between socioeconomic classes. I liked some of the things he said here. Quote, the traditional financial system in the world has benefited guys like me, and it hasn't benefited the vast majority of people, Trump said on stage, adding that it benefits the people that were fortunate enough to have some zeros behind their name. Yeah, I like that. He said those people can call the heads of the bank and negotiate off a full point on a loan or get all the fees knocked out. It's literally how the world works. He says here, for the first time, you have a community that is agnostic to true wealth. Gives the person in sub-Saharan Africa the same opportunity as the executive on Wall Street. Yeah, it just really does level the playing field. There is no CEO of Bitcoin you can call to be like, hey, can you get that fee reduced, or can you push my transaction through? No one to call. No one can do anything. It's a decentralized, autonomous financial network without any centralized authority. And it really does level the playing field. And the Trumps are jumping in head first. They're involved in Bitcoin mining, investing, altcoins, so many things. It is a beautiful thing to see. And, I mean, you better believe it that they're going to do everything that they can to see that Bitcoin's price goes up. Which is amazing. So, yeah, it is really, it does level the playing field. And Eric Trump agrees. He says it's going to $1 million. And I totally agree. A lot of people are calling for that. I think it's inevitable. I mean, you think of the capped supply of 21 million Bitcoin and the global sentiment and the acceptance of it. It's just, like I said, it just takes time for these things to actually take effect. I mean, we've only had Trump in office since January. I mean, the price is for sure. We knew in November. But you just have growing pains, you know. You got the tariffs. Everyone's all freaked out. Oh, losing that. Nothing happened as usual. We're bringing in insane amounts of money. But anyways, and so it's just growing pains. These things take time. Patience. I know this is the most boring bull market ever, but we'll get there. It's still intact. We're fine. All good. So yeah, Eric Trump, cool stuff. Yeah, it does. No disparity between classes, and it's a beautiful thing to see. All right, last story we got for you here. Hong Kong boosts global digital asset ambition with new policies. It's just, I like this article because it just highlights the global acceptance of crypto and how actual policies are being implemented that are pro-crypto all around the world. All around the world. Hong Kong's shift aims to integrate, what does it say here? Hong Kong intensifies digital asset ambitions, prioritizing innovation and compliance. Yeah, so they're just very much more accepting of crypto than they used to be. Everywhere is. And if you're not, you're behind. If you're an anti-crypto president, anti-crypto country, who wants to go there? Who wants to vote for you? Like, what? Crypto's for drug dealers and money launderers and this and that and that. Like, please, you sound so... Ugh. Like, people are still saying that. It's amazing how... And people still believe it. Like, there's no data to support any of that. Literally zero of it. Like, I think it's like 1% of Bitcoin transactions are used for illegal activity or something. Like, it's so negligible relative to the US dollar. Are you kidding me? Ha! It's so ridiculous. I think it's like 15-20% are illegal transactions in the US dollar. I think it's actually less than 1% for Bitcoin. Let's see the stat on that. What percentage of transactions are illegal in the US dollar? Love AI, even though it's going to kill us all. Let's see here. Laundered money. 2 to 5% of global GDP is laundered money. Oh, I love it. Let's see here. These all still a small slice, well under 5%. Chain houses. Yeah. Okay. 0.3 to 1% of crypto transactions are illicit, is the estimation. Cash is king when it comes to crime, for sure, because it's not traceable if you launder it correctly. That's huge. People aren't going to use Bitcoin when it's on a traceable blockchain. Bitcoin is not anonymous. That's a huge myth. People are like, it's anonymous. No. No. Law enforcement loves it when criminals use Bitcoin because they can just see where all the money's going. Plain as day. So people are not using Bitcoin for illegal activity. There are other cryptos used for that. There are privacy coins called Monero that are specifically designed to be private transactions. It's like a black hole of money. It's so crazy. You put money in and it just disappears. You have it, but you cannot see where it came from, who sent it, where it was from. It's insane. It's really interesting technology. But people are not using Bitcoin or other, like Ethereum either, for illegal transactions. But yeah, anyways, tangent there. Hong Kong being much more accepting. It says here, quote, Hong Kong is actively building an international digital asset center prioritizing both innovation and compliance for businesses. The integration of the capital market and the digital asset industry will bring new momentum to the market. So just things like this that are happening all around the world will put your mind at ease and go, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, we're going to $1 million Bitcoin so easily. So easily. The momentum is there. And we're like, the train is getting, that was like beginning of 25. The train's getting, now we're kind of chugging, 2026 comes, it's just going to be full speed ahead. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I think we'll have an all-time high, Christmas rally, all that stuff. It'll be a great time. Looking forward to it. But yeah, these things just take time to happen. But you just got to look past the price. That's all you got to do. But 90% of people don't do that. They see price go down. Oh, God, oh, geez, oh, Bitcoin. You don't even know what Bitcoin is. That's fine. You don't have to know how it works or anything. But, just look deeper. So many people do that. They just don't look deeper. Just research a little bit. And things are never what they seem. But anyways, yeah. As you can see, just bullish stories everywhere. You can't find a bad story. The only bad stories are about price. That's it. Because we're at the point now. I mean, back in the early days, used to see all these negative articles about Bitcoin. It uses so much energy, it's this and that, it's useless, it's not no value, blah, blah, blah. You don't really see those anymore because it's just been proven wrong. They're just such ridiculous arguments whenever you really look into them. You just don't see those anymore. So literally the only negative stories you see are price. And Bitcoin's going down, bear market, sell it all. It's so silly. Just keep your head straight ahead, whatever that means. Just don't flinch. Hold. What are you in this for? To buy here, sell there. Oh God, just hold it. Hold the thing. It'll bring you. This has happened so many times before too. It always goes like this. Everything is just fine and dandy. All right, folks. That really, I'm going to start doing this in the end of episodes, do a little educational thing, kind of just sprinkle some knowledge on you at the ends here. And so what I wanted to talk about today was just how a lot of people don't know that Bitcoin's has a cap supply, has 21 million. There's no more can be created ever, has a cap supply. When you're in Bitcoin, you think everybody knows this, a lot of people have no idea. And we're still that early. People that the world knows about Bitcoin, but a lot of people don't know that you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin and that there is a cap supply of 21 million, which is huge. So huge. It is the scarcest thing known to man. People have this misconception that gold has a cap supply. We don't know how much is out there, and it does not have a cap supply. There's so much gold out there. Same with diamonds. There's so many diamonds out there. Yeah, it's pretty, they're nice, they got some unique properties about them, but the market can be flooded at any time by these miners of gold. And so it's heavily centralized, and it is not scarce. It's only scarce because of those that control the industry. But Bitcoin is this beautiful thing that we know exactly how much will be out there at any given point in time. A set amount is created every 10 minutes, and there's only 21 million, of which 6 to 7 million, or about 5 to 6 million, have been lost forever by people losing their passwords, losing their hard drives, their computers burning in a fire, or whatever. This guy, I mean, there's so many stories of people that have hundreds of $1 million in Bitcoin that they cannot get to. Could you imagine that? Like, you have like 10,000 Bitcoin that you mined early on, and you just, whatever, threw out your hard drive, didn't remember your password, and you can't get to it because you don't have your hard drive or your password. I mean, there's this story of this guy who's been looking in a landfill for like 10 years for this computer, and he has like $300 million. Oh, I would cry myself to sleep every night. But yeah, this property that Bitcoin has only 21 million is another reason as to why price go up. We call it number go up technology. It literally is, because if you really, like I said, there's 21 million, but there's really only 15 million if you factor in all the lost coins. So that for the whole world, 15 million coins for 8 billion people. Woo! Just do the math there, folks. That ain't a lot of Bitcoin at all. And really, liquid Bitcoin, there's only like 2-3 million liquid Bitcoin at one time, maybe like 2 million. That is not a lot at all, folks. So this is why we'll see Bitcoin go to $1 million easily, and one of the reasons why. But yes, there is a cap supply of Bitcoin, 21 million. It is hard-coded, can never be changed, and it's a beautiful thing. The scarcest asset known to man, Bitcoin, and the thing that you can truly own, Bitcoin. Sure, you can truly own gold, but not really. I mean, yeah, if you put it in your safe, but no one does that these days. They don't like buy a bar of gold and put it in their safe at home. I mean, it's just not very safe, really. Someone comes in, steals it, whatever. Sure, you can get insurance, all this stuff. The beauty of Bitcoin is that you can store it on a USB stick. You could store it in your brain if you wanted. And you truly, truly own it. Truly own it. When people buy gold, they just buy paper gold. They want the bank to hold it, or someone else to hold it. They don't really own gold. You don't really own gold. Like owning like a house, you don't really own the house either. The IRS, like if you don't pay your property taxes, that house is being taken from you real quick. So is that really yours? I beg to differ. You can't do that with Bitcoin. Maybe you don't pay your taxes on your Bitcoin, but they ain't taking it from you if you store it properly. It's still gonna be there. So, but yeah, 21 million cap supply, Bitcoin, scarce, the most scarce thing on the planet. You better get yourself some soon, folks, or else there ain't gonna be any left for you. And you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. A lot of people don't know that too. You'd think, oh, what? You don't know that? People don't know that. You don't have to buy a whole one. People are like, I can't afford it. It's 100,000. It's like, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. People are like, what? Really? Oh my gosh. Yes, you can buy $10 worth. $5 if you want. So yeah, scarce. All right, folks, that does it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, I do bid you farewell on your cryptocurrency